Today I'm recording my speech for oral communications. The topic is human-animal communication. Today I'd like to introduce my audience as my mother Carol and my friends Janisha and Taza. Janisha is going to be recording me throughout my presentation. And this is our third audience member, Winston. Today I'd like to discuss human-animal communication and how it's changed throughout the years. So let's take a case of a bonobo ape. His name is Kanzi, and he makes me believe that animals may know more than we think. After years of extensive training and work with his trainer, he was able to demonstrate his understanding of more than 3,000 English words. He's also able to speak verbal utterances of up to 2 words at a time. Mostly he's saying, "eat fruit," as well as correctly responding to commands from his trainer, such as put the soap in the water. This communication can be observed on a daily basis, such as how pets interact with their owners. Take Winston here, for example, how he interacts with me. This is reflecting a form of spoken, but not yet verbal dialogue, given that animals can't actually speak. Now, animals have been showing varying degrees of linguistical comprehension ability. This ability is actually strengthened throughout time as the animals change biologically or as they age. Kind of like how seniors say they know more than young people do. As of now, they have a lack of grammar and structure, and they merely exhibit a type of stimulus response, kind of how they respond to our behaviors, basically. However, they can learn sign language and associate meanings with these signs. An example would be how deaf people take sign language and take the meanings of their signs and contribute to their everyday lives. Some actually go as far to ask if birds imitating human speech is actually a language. Well, the answer is within the question. It is merely imitation. Now, they can't actually have a conversation due to their lack of verbal utterances, since they can't create their own. But if you take a parrot and an African gray, they may prove those birds wrong. They are actually considered the most educated and the most understood of their species, given that they speak grammatically correct in language. Now to move on to mammals. As I mentioned earlier with Kanzi, he can understand words and phrases, but he mostly relies on tones and how people behave around him. So mammals may actually imitate you more to begin with, but this is only because it takes longer for them to grasp the concept of a subject more than any other species, such as reptiles, birds, dogs, and cats. So to sum up today's thoughts about human-animal communication, it can be seen on a daily basis, whether it's verbal, nonverbal, behavioral, or even physical cues. Now, it is unclear to this day of what degree animals can understand us, the words we say and the phrases we use, or the commands that we give them. But it does prove that social animals, such as mammals and birds, are hardwired to do so. So, to reflect on today's topic, I'd like to end with a quote by Irene Pepperberg. And she states that clearly animals know more than we think, and they think a great deal more than we know. Thank you.